Hello, my name is Jeremy Newbert. Today, I'm going to give you a little bit of information about the importance of baling hay in the agricultural world. According to Merriam-Webster's dictionary definition, hay is grass mowed, cured for fodder, also known as animal feed. Hay has been being used since the ancient times for as long as history books have been able to say, or even there's even some writings of it on the Egyptians' pyramids. So you may ask, can any grass work for hay? This may be true, and in many cases, such as the common ragweed, which everybody loves during the springtime and the summer, can be up to 25% protein. But according to the study from Virginia University, ragweed may be 25% protein, but it is also very low in fiber. But one plant that is low in fiber or low in protein may also be high in fiber, such as wheat. Wheat is one of those plants that is very universal because it may only be 15% protein and a little bit higher in fiber than ragweed, but to get the best results, you can also mix these two grasses. So, with that, why can't you just feed grass and not worry about hay? Well, in the wintertime, grass quits growing, and during this time, grass also dies. This drastically reduces the amount of protein and other nutrients in the grass. So in order to keep this, farmers have to create hay. Hay is the process of drying and curing grass throughout the summertime in order to make hay for the wintertime to feed. So, in order to do this curing process, you have to cut the grass and then you have to dry it. But the important part is that you cannot let the grass get rained on, because, fun fact, that whenever you have hay get rained on, that rain will actually wash the nutrients out of the grass. And then, once you do this, you have to do either two things. One, you can either wait several days for it to dry correctly, or you can use a machine called a tedder, which actually fluffs up the grass and turns the grass that was on the bottom of the haystack or the hay pile and then flips it over to dry it faster. Or you can just, like I said, let it dry out for several days, and then after that you have to rake it in different windrows so then you can bale it. And then there's several different types of bales that you can use. You can use a round bale, which comes in several different sizes, anywhere from a bale that is 3 feet tall to a bale that is 8 feet tall. Then there's also such thing as a square baler. Most commercials or things that you see on TV whenever you see hay are usually the small square bales. Those aren't very fun because I've had to do those several times growing up as a kid. But then there's also huge square bales, such as ones that are about 6 feet tall and 6 feet long. These are commonly used in many places such as zoos and many big dairy farms. These are used a lot because they're easy to use with agricultural equipment or forklifts, and it can feed a large amount of animals, such as a normal round baler in this area is only 4 by 5, so 4 feet tall and 5 feet long. This can only feed up to about 10 to 15 cows per day, but a large round bale can feed up to 75 to 100 cows in one day. And then the final thing is that the storage of the hay. Storage can be done in several ways. Bales can also be wrapped in plastic and then set outside and stored for a long period of time, such as the entire winter and even used into the next year. Or you can just set it outside without any coverage, but it can only be stored this way for one winter to keep its nutritional value. Another thing that you can do is that you can store it in a hay barn. This can be done in several ways, such as a large barn or even pole barns that don't have any coverage around the sides to keep it out of the rain. So, in conclusion, hay might be a boring subject to talk about, but it's honestly one of the most important things. This way you can feed cows throughout the wintertime or any other animals that you may have, and it can also, in the long run, feed us. We may not like the taste of hay, but the cows love it. Hope you have a good day. Thank you.